other to the stream. All at the same time. We're all adding each other in.
Oh my gosh.
Happy Saturday.
I'm off
everybody.
1 week and look what happens.
I'm clicking buttons and I'm bringing
We've
Jay up and
forgotten
down and
everything.
setting Mike up and down. Hello and happy Saturday, everybody.
Everyone.
We made it.
Aloha.
You made it.
Dude, I was so bitter. I had to work last week. I couldn't log. I tried to log in from work. I couldn't do it. I was bitter. I may have had a small bout of Tourette's,
Hey, Jasper. That's
but
all right.
I'm here.
Hey, Mary and Jasper. Hello
Hi, Mary.
from Michigan. Hi, everybody watching. Welcome to Now That's Disney's
Guys,
Disney Night
I'm
Live.
so excited. Mr. Lisa is
No.
here.
Hey, Cavalis fam, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Joining us through YouTube. Thank you. Lisa's laughing already.
Hi,
It's,
Jasper. How you doing?
yeah, man. Jasper, D Magic World, dude. We love you guys.
The Magic World, home of the
check-
sexiest listeners on the internet.
Look what I did. Look what I did. Check this out. Bam. DMagicWorld.com, guys. Jasper's the creator. He's the man.
Jasper, my customers at work have been forced to listen to the Magic World all week long, and
They're
probably
lucky.
all next week and the week after and the week after that.
They are lucky.
Thanks.
Yeah. Very, very lucky people to be able to listen to D Magic World. Welcome to Disney Night Live.
Guys, it's so good to be home with you
It's
and
good
not
to
at
be
work.
here. We are we're a streaming show brought to you by Now That's Disney, the Facebook group. We're on YouTube and Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're all over the place, and we're streaming to you live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, we're joined by Skipper Jay, our co-host, as well as Lisa, our co-host, and Mike Harrison, our Now That's Disney admin.
Hi,
What's
Andrew.
up, Andrew Prince?
you
What's
doing?
going on, bro? We're gonna dive deep into Lisa and Mike's one-day visit to Magic Kingdom, which is very special because
I have been dying to talk about this all week.
yeah, it's Mike's first trip back to the kingdom in 19 years.
And you're still just as big a fan. You're still as in love with Disney.
If not bigger.
Really.
Nice.
Mhm.
Mike, I have one question for you, and only one real question.
Unreal.
The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror was your favorite ride, correct? And tell us why you loved it so much.
Go through why. Yeah.
Because it is the greatest ride on Walt Disney World
They
property.
didn't even go to Hollywood Studios, so it's impossible.
What?
It's impossible.
Listen, I haven't been in so long. It was still MGM Studios when I went.
Okay.
So
MGM Studios was cool,
90,
by the way.
90 days. We are moving
Yeah.
to Orlando. Mike, Lisa, you are staying with us. We are going to the parks together.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, you're staying at our house, you're being our guest, and you're going to Disney with us.
and riding Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
And riding Tower of Terror over.
MGM
and
forever
over,
is right. We need a
and over.
shirt. We need a shirt
Over.
that says that MGM forever. I want to say hello. T Nina had a birthday recently. Happy birthday, T
Happy
Nina,
birthday.
our friend.
See, Nana.
What's
Good
up?
friend,
I want to say
good
hello
job.
to Rosemary Dominguez Cavalis is watching, and Lily and the rest of you. Whoever is
Yeah.
watching, thank you so
Our-
much.
Our HR manager, Mary, who is the HR manager for all the shows, whether
Took
she
a
likes
couple
it or
weeks
not.
off, and that's okay. We allowed it. And
Hey,
she's back.
she sent me the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror
you.
Hollywood Tower Hotel Funko Pop. Mary's awesome. I love Mary.
That put her in a whole new category.
Mary is, whether she likes it or not, she is the head of HR for all of the Disney shows.
Yeah, true.
We go to Mary for everything, for payroll, for days off, all
She's
of
in
it.
charge of HR for Disney. They don't even know it.
They don't know it.
Yeah, you have been busy. Well,
Yeah,
well,
Mary and I were down there. We were there at the same time.
right.
So yeah, same exact time, but we were there for one day only.
Just a day.
I got to hang out with Mary at Hollywood Studios, and Mary's awesome. I love Mary. I will hang out with her anytime, anywhere, because she's a cool person.
She's cool peeps. Along with
She's
Steve,
cool. You know, Mary is
Isaiah.
great. Mary and her family are great people, and I will hang out with them anytime, anywhere on Disney property because they're awesome.
Yeah.
Well, she was just at Disney as well with Steve and Nevaeh, and happy belated birthday to Nevaeh, who celebrated
Happy
her birthday.
birthday.
I saw a lot of cool pictures. Nevaeh seemed very happy. Had a nice cake, several cakes. I saw a really nice cake at dinner at Animal Kingdom Lodge the one night, and she's a special person, Nevaeh, and a Disney princess, definitely. So
I have a feeling like
belated
Mary
birthday.
could leave Nevaeh with me to babysit, and
Yeah.
like she'd babysit me the whole time because I'm a big
You'd
kid.
have a good time though, yeah.
I'm a big kid, so we'd have a
Yeah.
great time just like la la la, let's go
Ah.
do this, let's go do that.
Wrong view.
Right.
There we go. Nevaeh was asking in the airport when we were going back. Yeah, you know what? I asked the same question. So
That is the whole reason I'm moving there, so I never have to ask
Yeah.
that question again. It'll be what day of the week are we moving there? We're going.
Yeah, I don't.
You know
I don't
what?
blame
She can
her.
babysit me. I'll babysit her. We'll go on rides all day and have a great time.
That's
and
right.
She'll probably tire of me being a dork by halfway through the day.
She's adorable, Nevaeh.
She's really cute. She's a
Yeah,
cute kid.
she really is. I'm just trying to share us out to one more space. Let's
Okay.
Should we do the sponsor thing?
Well, we have D Magic World, which we already talked about, but we could talk about them more. And I'm
Really
actually
quick,
trying-
Mary asked the
Good.
golden question of the night. Lisa, Mike, did you ride Splash Mountain?
Sadly, no. I know.
What?
We're just filling the water. I mean,
Oh, you're just selling the water. I think we should sell tap water and put Splash Mountain on it so we can pay for our. We have an NTD meetup coming in April
Yeah.
of this year at Walt Disney World. I think we should all sell some tap water, put Splash Mountain on the side, so that us and all of our listeners can come with us, and we'll have a great old time.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't disagree. All right, I'm all
I'm
shared out.
disappointed. I know. Me too. Me too.
Well, you know what?
I'm gonna be honest here for a minute, and this is gonna be controversial, so I'm gonna leave it here, and we're not gonna go any further. But with all I had to stay off Facebook last week, and Twitter, and Instagram, and whatever socials are out there. People were horrible to each other this last
Oh, yeah.
weekend.
It
So
was a bad week.
over
Yeah.
the whole Splash Mountain thing, you could not find me
Wow.
on social media Friday through Sunday because people were so mean. It made me curl into a ball and cry. I couldn't deal with it. For a minute, I lost faith in humanity.
Yeah, there was some positives and negatives that I took away from the whole Splash Mountain closing.
I think you and me and Lisa and Mike and Kim and Alan are going to have to do the ultimate Splash Mountain Song of the South episode. I
Yeah.
think we're going to have to do
We got to say
the
farewell to it. and move on.
definitive show about
Right?
this whole topic.
Yeah, I mean, Mary waited 2 hours and 15 minutes. She said it wasn't even the last day. People bombarded the penny presses at Splash Mountain.
I got
Guess
my
what,
Brer.
folks?
I got a Brer Bear penny in April.
They're still there, though.
Yeah.
They're still there, the penny presses. So the people that
For
waited
now.
hours to press their pennies, they're still right there. There's two of them. The one is still there, and they moved the other one somewhere else with the Magic Kingdom, but still available. So
I will say this one thing. I met Nick Stewart, the voice of Brer Bear, a good 20 years ago at a Disney convention, and he autographed a picture of Brer Bear for me.
that's very cool.
What a lovely gentleman! What a nice.
Oh, I'm
person.
sure.
He's passed away now,
Listen to
but I will just say the voice of Brer Bear was the absolute nicest guy I've ever met at any convention anywhere in my life.
the ride was a lot of fun. Hey, Amy Nicholson, my old neighbor. Hello to Amy.
I will say I'm
Happy birthday
I
to Jack.
loved Splash Mountain. I had placement issues because it was right next to Haunted Mansion, because it was right there in the middle of Frontierland. It didn't really place. I loved this attraction. I've always loved this attraction, but you know what, guys? I'm excited for Tiana. I'm
It's
excited
closing,
for the
right.
Tiana takeover. I love this princess. I love this character. I love this movie. I love this music. Bring it on.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Oh, Jay froze up a little bit.
Ruh-roh.
There you go. You froze up a little bit, Jay.
I was saying I love Splash Mountain, but at the same time, being an old person, I love Splash Mountain. I love all those old characters.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for the
I
Tiana
cannot wait.
takeover.
I can't wait for the new theming. I'm sorry.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I love Tiana. She's one of my. If
Oh.
I had to say I had 3 favorite princesses, she'd be one of them.
So, wait, Kim Viciano. Hey,
Hi,
Mom.
Kim.
Oh, that's not me. Okay, Rosemary. So Kim is saying, David, Rosie is now a TA. So congratulations to Rosemary Dominguez Cavales. I believe I'm saying all of that correctly. Congratulations on being a travel agent. Lisa is also a travel agent. And I got to be honest, I think I am going to become a TA soon as well.
Well, that makes it hard for me because I can't decide who to pick between you and Lisa.
Well, listen, there won't be any fighting over me, but I since we lost our sponsor, our DVC sponsor, I've got to find a way to pay for the podcast, and I got to find a way to pay for.
We got to start selling T-shirts and magnets and mugs and all that stuff. I've got to make a logo for us that we can sell.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Lisa and Mike's trip, but this is really big news. So Splash Mountain, there was a couple things that I took away. What was very cool from watching Adam the Woo's vlog, and if you're not a fan of Adam the Woo, check him out on YouTube. Adam the Woo is, I love his vlogs.
I've become a fan of Adam since he no longer tries to get into trouble on property.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
Right. He learned his lesson, right? I mean,
he learned it the hard way.
He learned it the hard way. He was banned from Disney for a bit, but he learned it the hard way. They took him back. And
to me, being banned from Disney is like Dante's Seventh Ring of Hell. I couldn't do
it. He's very down to earth, and I think I like his, I like his vibe. Put it that way.
I think Adam could hang out with us on a show, and it would be fun.
It would be a lot of fun. Well, he stayed from the time that Magic Kingdom opened up that final day for Splash Mountain to the end. And what was very cool that I saw was people gathered on the bridge and cheered for all of the last splashes that came down for a very long time, and they cheered. And the last one that came down was the cast members running it.
As it should be.
And several log flumes full of cast members came down, and they were the last ones, and they walked out and they were cheered and high fives. And it gave me the chills because it really showed the appreciation of the cast member.
Well, and David, let's see this. It was actually a classic attraction in the vein of
it's opening day attraction, right?
Of Haunted Mansion, of Small World. Unfortunately, its time has come and gone.
So, and this is what I took away. Another thing from Adam's vlog. Adam is friends with Tim Tracker, and Tim was there vlogging as well. And Adam, had his camera on Tim, and he said, "Are you sad about this?" And Tim said, "No." And he goes, "You're not?" He goes, "We're getting a new ride." He goes, "How many times have you ridden Splash Mountain?" And Adam goes, "About 180." And he goes, "You've had your fill.
At least 1,000 over here."
He goes, "It's time to move on." It's like any other attraction closing. It's getting replaced.
I don't mean to be insensitive to anybody's feelings or anybody's beliefs, but if a certain segment of the population says this attraction hurts us to our core because of the way things were portrayed in a very different time, it hurts us to ride this and we don't want our children to see it, then it's time for it to go. Walt himself would have scrubbed it 20. Dude, I think if Walt was still alive, nothing we know would still be around.
A lot of things would have been gone by now. Probably 80-90% of things probably would be gone,
I would say 75% of the parks of just Disneyland itself would not be recognizable because Walt would be like, "Pirates, that was 10 years ago. Take that out." Who cares about pirates?
Mary says, "Oh no more floating monorail." Mary, if we get another DVC sponsor, I'm going to make some monorails.
Float that boat. Yeah,
definitely. And listen, I get it. There was a lot of passionate people for that closing day. I understand their love for it, but
I loved that ride. But we've talked about this before on this show. Is I honestly have wondered, what if I was a black man and I was driving my family home from Disneyland and I had paid all that money to go have a day at Disneyland, and on the drive out, I asked my kids, "Hey guys, did you have a great time? What did you think?" And if they had said to me, "How come the only black people we saw were on the Jungle Cruise or Small World?" I think it would really get to me.
Right, like why weren't they on Splash Mountain?
Why do we have to stereotype one segment of the population? Why not bring in this amazing princess, this amazing character, and all her amazing friends? Why not update? Why continue to do something that harms one segment of the population?
Right.
And we can do better.
Yeah, you know, and
Disney,
Kim said this to
Disney
me
is
one
for
day.
everybody.
I really thought she put it well. Do you want a like a young black child coming off of that ride and saying, "Wow, this has slavery attached and that history," or this has Princess Tiana and somebody who's a role model and somebody that's empowering,
Right.
and
Our first African American princess.
and
An American princess. Let's put that on.
right,
let's add
and a
that.
woman as well. So there's so
Yeah.
many caveats to that shows power and importance and moving on and where we were once.
And Tiana
and where we
herself
are.
is a great character. And what I
That's
love,
great. Yeah.
I think what I love most about what I've read about this new attraction is that Tiana owns a co-op company that she shares with her employees.
company.
It's all about
Yes.
feeding people and helping
Mhm.
people. And that is a great message. What is more
Yeah.
Disney than that? Than being part of the community and
Yeah.
helping that community.
And that's what the construction walls say right now. It's Southern Tier Salt Company or
Yeah.
Southern, right? So the backstory is already coming out, and I think this is very powerful. And you know, any other ride that changes over, it's unfortunately time to move on. So that's
$10 says right
on.
now, right here, right now, once the new attraction opens, people are going to forget Splash Mountain.
Of course. Listen, I loved Great Movie Ride. I loved Great Movie Ride.
I love
Favorite
Great
ride.
Movie Ride. Dude, Tower of Terror at
I'm over
DCA got turned to Guardians, but I'm not
Yeah.
crying.
Right.
Well, and
Yeah.
you know, it's really powerful for our family
Right.
having,
Right.
you know, my daughters will have more than a meet and greet. You know, like
Yeah.
they will have an actual attraction to see someone that looks like them. So
Well, tell us,
Yeah.
I mean, like, how excited are your kids for this?
Yeah.
very, very
Right.
like they love Tiana.
Well, I think it's very important for somebody to have a role model that resembles them or looks like them or
Right.
has the same background to them. That's really important to.
I will
someone.
just say, you know, as somebody who is gay and grew up gay, the only people I saw on TV like me were Aquaman and Peppermint Patty. So I'm excited for
Right.
other kids to see people like them.
Yeah.
Come on, that was a good joke. Aquaman and Peppermint Patty. Give me that. Give me that.
I didn't know either of them were gay, but you know what?
Have you not seen the cartoons? They're pretty gay. Tell me Peppermint
I love our
Patty
show because
isn't.
we don't hold back on our show, and I'm sorry. I mean, it's so important.
Poor Mike, he had to
people
take a
for
drink
role
after that.
models. It's so important, right?
It's-
I have a son with special needs. I have a
Right.
son who's got autism. Lisa, you have children with special needs. Not just that, but they're of different color. Listen, it is so important for people, especially young people, to have role models to look up to who resemble them and who are like them.
Right.
You can't understand the conversation unless you've had to have this conversation with your child. I've had to have it, and Kim has with Colton, about you have autism, and guess who else has autism?
A
And
lot of people.
right, and or you're black, and guess who else is black? And these
A
powerful
lot of people.
right, or you're gay, same thing.
A lot of people.
Things shouldn't define you, and people shouldn't
Right.
define you by them. It should empower you, and I'm just so happy for it. I really am.
And I really think at the end, and I'm going to leave it on this because poor
Yeah.
Mike hasn't had a chance to speak in.
Yeah, we're gonna
22
give
minutes.
Mike. You are gonna
We're
get.
going to give you the mic. I think Walt himself would be totally 1,000% behind this change. Like, oh wait, we're doing something new. Yay! Let's do something new.
Right. Yeah. Listen,
Right.
it's ever changing. So, so that's our Splash Mountain news and coverage, and we're going to talk now with Lisa and Mike because they recently spent time at Magic Kingdom, one whole day. Mike's back after 19 years.
I'm dying to know, Mike, how that felt. How was it to
Right.
come back to Walt Disney World after 2 decades?
Well, it's like I've told everybody that over the past 3 years during the whole pandemic and everything, you know, being cooped up in the house. And luckily I work from home. So, you know, I'm at home all the time. But, you know, when I'm not working, I'm sitting here like, man, I'd love to go back sometime. And I'm sitting here watching, you know, videos on YouTube.
Right.
ride walkthroughs and park walkthroughs and all this stuff. Just being able to get back, and you can ask her. Once we got off the bus and got right to the entrance, I just started bawling. Like,
Yeah.
it was unreal.
Really hit you, huh, Mike?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a ton of bricks.
Did you get that feeling of, oh my God, I'm at home now?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it was. I think you even said, "Is this real? Like, am I here? Like, is this really real? Is this happening?"
Mm.
So even before you did the ticket and turnstile,
Right.
you were already like, you could see things.
And it was
How,
great.
how much did you check MDE every day before your test? Because I know me, I check it like 3 times daily going into a trip.
Yeah, but
I
that's,
don't know. Were you watching Ride Times like
I
every
was
day?
watching, oh my God. So what I spent most of my time doing is I was watching the app for characters to see who there was to meet, and I got tired of seeing this like the same ones over and over again.
right.
Hopefully we start getting others back now that we're starting to get back in the swing of things. 'Cause,
Right.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes,
but
you
I
are.
know
Good question.
those are coping mechanisms. So my advice to anybody who loves Disney and is missing it, and you haven't been there in a while, and you want to go, you plan that trip, and you know what you do? You just stalk My Disney Experience, and like Mike, you and I, you know, I think are a lot of like we watch vlogs. You haven't been there in a long time. I mean, I was there in last April, but I watch vlogs and I miss it. I literally miss it, you know, and you're living the experiences through other people. So I know what you're saying. Like you for years, you've watched these vlogs and all these things going on, and the pandemic hits and you can't get there for even another 2 years. And then, you know, you're there, and it's like when it's that important to you, and I know it sounds corny, and we're Disney geeks. I mean, we really are. That's why we do the show and have the group.
Hey, it's our yearly pilgrimage.
Right. When you get there and you're home, you are home. And I literally, when I say that, welcome, when they tell you welcome home, and I say to new members in the group, welcome home, I mean it, welcome home. Because it's a place for people to feel welcome. It really is.
Right. And it was great for me because like I've said, my first and only time before last week was going back in 2004, and a lot of things.
Right.
I mean, the big movie at the time was Brother Bear. If that tells anybody how long it's been.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you just told us you're old, but okay, you want
I did.
Welcome.
He's really not.
No, this is the Disney Golden Girls with Lisa.
But going and seeing, I mean, I'd already seen in like pictures, videos, whatnot, all the things that have changed over the years, but being able to actually see things in person, remembering what I could from that first trip and seeing how things have changed just blew my mind.
God,
like going and seeing like all the new Fantasyland stuff that did not exist when I was there last, and seeing.
Let me ask you, Mike, real quick. What was the biggest mind-blowing thing for you coming back after 2 decades? No, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have to ask this question.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
It's a really good
what,
question.
What was the number one mind-blowing thing for you?
Hello to Anthony Galan, too. I just want to say, hey, man, what's going on, bro?
Everything just seemed, how do I put it?
Because I'm not going to lie, I was
It was
jealous
just better.
watching your guys' pictures. Like, I want to be there.
Well, a lot has changed, though, in 19 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you get to a place that you haven't been to in 19 years, especially something that's ever evolving and something like Disney that's always creating new stuff,
Right.
you've got to be like, wow. You know, like the lay of the land is the same, but the attractions, you know, I mean, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is new for you.
Right.
Right.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
No, let's go straight to Seven Dwarfs. I see both of you blushing. Let's go straight.
We'll get to that in a second. When I went back in 2004, you know, my dad took my sister and I as a spring break trip. And like a lot of people do, you know, hey, I'm going to spend my tax check and I'm going to take the kids to go to Disney World. So yeah, spent the tax check, took us to Disney World. That mine train was not there. It was Ariel at that point in time, and that's where my sister got to meet Ariel.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, you know what? I always get confused with what was there. So yeah, I mean, like it's a total lay of the land for you.
Right. And a lot of
Yeah.
my memories, like, it was a rough trip the first time around because my sister got an ear infection. So that took like a day and a half away from our trip because, I mean, she was like 12 and
that
did not
sucks.
want to listen. It was cold outside and she wanted to, you know, go play in the pool over at the resort that we were at.
Of course.
And next
Sounds
day,
like Kim.
ear infection.
Sounds like me.
But remembering certain things like Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan's Flight,
Yeah.
certain rides that I got to ride, going back and seeing things now was just mind blowing.
Yeah.
But we did ride Mine Train, and
My first question: how tall are you?
I am 5'11".
Okay,
All right, so you're
the
much
same
taller than me.
height as me. Did it hurt your knees?
It hurts everything.
A little.
Yeah.
A little. It was very herky jerky, as I was calling
I
it.
limped off that ride.
Dude,
And I
I'm
still have to ride
5'7".
it, but-
I'm 5'7", and when Kim and Colton ride together and I ride by myself, I still don't really fit in that thing.
I had not been on a roller coaster since 2015.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a
I had not
swivel.
been on many
coaster.
roller coasters before then.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be, and I've heard you, Jay, talking about it, like 90-minute wait for a 90-second ride and all that stuff.
And it's a
it was a
fantastic
very
ride.
quick ride. But I did not expect all the herking and jerking, all the videos that I've watched of it. It seemed like a smooth little ride, but then I'm getting ripped back and forth.
It's a swivel.
I'm
Yeah,
holding
I mean,
on
for
dear life here,
Were
like,
you like?
oh,
Did you
No,
think it's
for-
like a mini Big Thunder? It's like 3/4 Big Thunder.
yeah, but for people
still
that
yet
have
to
never
ride Big
ridden it, it literally is a side to side swivel.
Right.
and I
coaster.
love that about it.
Right,
I
which
love
is
that.
very cool. Lacey Perkins, what's going on, Miss Sensi?
Lacey?
But yeah, it's different because you're not only going forward, but you are swaying
Right,
at
right.
different times, right? So
Well,
Yeah.
and our friends in the same car as us may have been helping it sway.
yeah, like a little like the jerks that in the freaking teacups.
Dave and I weren't there to act like children. You guys were fine.
And I never got to ride Snow White before it was, you know, there. So I got to, so I
You
got
never got to ride the
seeing
original Snow
the
White?
pieces that they took from Snow White
Okay.
and put it into the Mine Train was just awesome. And
Yeah, no, it's a
I'll
great
tell you,
ride,
But did you like it? Did in
Oh,
the
I
end?
hindsight being in the moment, I was just, you know,
Yeah,
doing a lot of this. But hindsight being 2020, I absolutely loved it. I'd ride it again 1,000 times.
sure.
I
Sure.
may have laughed until I cried.
Oh my god!
It's not easy. Mary's saying this year her
I
legs
was-
don't fit in it.
There
Yeah,
might
no,
have been-
I
it
laughed
might have
until I
been like
limped off
was
it.
running through my brain, but after I got off
Yeah.
that ride, I was hysterical.
yeah.
I could not. Yeah, I was laughing hysterically. It was so great.
It's very themed. It's themed very well. Put it.
Pictures and videos don't do it any justice, especially when you're
exactly.
in
They
the
don't.
actual with all
We
Yeah,
the
right,
like the
Kim.
gyms and
Yes.
at the-
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, that
It's
part is fun.
totally a different experience.
What's
than
up,
watching
Gabrielle
YouTube.
Graham? What's going on? Welcome.
Peachy
Thank you
is
for
here
joining
too.
us.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna be right back. You guys keep talking. I'll be right back. Give me a
So
second.
yeah,
Everyone's-
I think that was a good coaster to start out on, even though it was a little bit of a shock. I may have heard a little scream.
Was it from Mike? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I did the same thing when it takes off out of the station. I was like, "Ooh!" And I was like, "Thank God the camera's not at the front."
Right.
While we've got David away, I do want to say I don't hold a lot of regrets in life, but I do have one big one now. Is I will be going to my grave saying I never got to ride Splash Mountain.
You've never ridden it?
Never got to ride Splash Mountain.
Oh, oh, Mike. I'm
But-
sorry.
the wait was really long.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
kind of like Mary was saying, it was like, we've got 1 day here. Do we
Yeah.
spend 2.5
your
hours, 3
whole
hours?
day waiting for one
Right.
ride, right?
So it was, ugh.
It's
But-
more. But I think it's more important for you to see everything than to get stuck on one thing for one day.
Right, right. And I'm perfectly fine with how the trip went and what all we did. I know it's something that I got to miss, but to piggyback off of everybody else's sentiment, Bayou Adventure is going to be great. I'm excited.
I'm
for
gonna
that.
send you a bunch of music from the ride that's not available, but I didn't say that on air.
Like I absolutely love, Princess and the Frog and everything. As long as if I can get a Lewis character right outside of the
Right.
I'm so
ride,
excited.
I'm perfectly fine. 'Cause I want a picture with Lewis. He's my favorite character.
Okay, you too. He's one of my favorite characters.
I absolutely love him.
There's
So
a lot of good.
Okay, you know what? When
songs
it
and characters
reopens,
from
is
that.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We'll be living there. We have guest rooms that are Disney themed. I expect the two of you to be staying with us, and we'll all go to the park together to ride Tiana.
yes,
And that is hopefully, I don't know if they'll change the ride that much, but like I'm
I
only,
think so.
being 5'1", I didn't have a problem. I've never had a problem getting on Mine Train, but I know that you guys can
Lucky.
Black Mountain.
Right.
You shouldn't have a problem.
No.
putting those
Smash.
long legs in
Well,
there.
I wonder if they're going to trade. I wonder if they're going to
Right.
change
I did too.
the ride vehicle. I don't think so. Maybe they'll
I-
retheme it. I mean,
I
because it's a
think-
lock, right?
I expect the ride vehicle and the ride track itself to remain the same.
Yes.
Everything
Well,
else
the
is
track
different.
definitely. Maybe
Yeah.
the vehicle they might change though. I mean,
Well, they're gonna have to pop the Brer Rabbit off.
yeah, that and I wonder if they'll just change it all together. But who knows?
You know, I don't. It's like Twilight. The Twilight Zone vehicles didn't change that much when they
Right.
became Guardians, and same with Maelstrom to Frozen. I think
right?
the actual physical vehicle is going to stay a log.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that makes
expect-
sense on a log type ride with
A
the
log.
water.
I have some modern Disney company. They don't want to spend extra money. They don't have to. So
Right.
We have some cool photos and we have a video. I just want to show because this video that Mike sent to me really does it sums up his excitement and you can see it. So check out this video of Mike meeting a Disney character at
Oh.
Magic Kingdom.
Here, Daisy's Beast.
Aww.
You're not the beauty Donald?
No.
Good point.
I mean,
That's
how
cool.
fun is that interaction?
it was fun. And if there's one thing that people know about me, I'm a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts video games. I have had beef with Donald in those games for years.
Yeah.
okay, I'm a Donald
say
fan. I forgive
After
him for
years
everything.
of holding hostility towards him for never reviving me every time I die when he surely has the ability, being able to make amends with him last week.
He shook his
I
tail
think-
feathers and all was
Right.
forgotten.
You did.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That was great. I mean, the interaction's great, and Donald is telling you things,
He's
you know, and he's
amazing.
communicating, right, exactly, and it's
He's
just great.
moating you with his tail.
Yeah, right, exactly. He's shaking his tail feather, and those interactions are awesome. And like you said earlier, Mike, I really hope more character interactions come back to Disney World. And I was watching allears.net the other day, and Quincy and Emma did a 6-park challenge, and they went from 4 parks at Disney World to California to Disneyland. And when you see Disneyland and just the freedom of the characters to walk around and meet and greet guests, I really want that at Disney World. And they've got to do something, right, to curb the guests from acting like idiots or whatever.
The Queen from Snow White at Disneyland is probably the best character at Disneyland.
come
They
on,
need
I
to
mean,
import that.
Just don't ruin it, people at Disney World, and give us that, because it is such a fun, even for me, like, you know, Colton's 14, he's a low character, but I'm like, oh my God, Kim, look who it is, you know? So it's really cool to meet those characters. So I want that at Disney World. I want that experience.
Hey, Dave, can I gossip really quick?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's spill the
I
beans.
have
So we're talking about
totally-
Alan?
I have total. Alan smells. We all know that.
Yes.
He's like Peg from the peanut. AlanSmells.com. Oh crap! What was I going with? I forgot it.
Oh no!
You
Oh,
spilled-
you made me forget my point.
You had some when you were in a dish. You were in
Yeah,
a
see you later.
protein.
What do you think about it? You sit in a corner and you think about it.
I will just sit and think and be
Yeah.
quiet.
I'm sorry about that. You guys want to see some more photos
Yes.
that Mike shared with me from the trip. So I tried to go in an order that I thought made sense, but check that out.
Cute.
Yeah,
I love that.
I know. How do I make this bigger?
Dude, just wait till our NTD meetup in April when we're all together.
Oh yeah, we really need people to get on board with the meetup. Like literally, people that are going to Disney World, we're going to be there in April 6th through the 16th. We need to pick a date and get a meetup. Mike and Lisa standing somewhat in the side of the castle, right?
Right.
Here in this view.
Aw.
There's Dumbo.
Hey, it's Stan. Hi,
There's
Stan.
Mike. Stan, what's up, bro?
How you doing, buddy?
How you doing? Happy New Year, man. Look at Mike's face in this picture.
I
He is
asked
like,
You know, that is the pure bliss photo.
it's like he's
That
drinking.
drink is absolutely amazing.
That's
Isn't
the
it though?
Gaston's
right at Gaston's Tavern.
right,
the
Gaston's
brew-
Tavern.
brew,
Right, that's what it is. So
and it
so
has like the
Ooh.
marshmallow on top, right? And
It was something. I don't.
Applesauce
It was spiced
good.
apple and it was delicious.
right, and there's like a foam on top, right?
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
It's like
foamy
some
stuff.
sort of butter. I don't think it's butterscotch, but there's a flavor going on there.
Yeah, it's different.
You know what?
And-
It's a very refreshing drink, especially.
Look at
on a
Mike's
hot
face. You can
day.
tell. I mean, he's like, I'm here.
I
and
was
this
living
is-
the dream.
Right, you were living the dream. I'm
Yep.
sitting for a second. I'm relaxing. I'm having this drink, and I'm really taking in the moment. Which I really do think a lot of people that plan trips to Disney don't do. Don't ruin your vacation by spending so much time planning it, and then when you get there, obsess on what you planned and it not coming true or what you want to do. Do
know,
this.
That's a
Do
great
this.
question to ask.
Sit down. Right.
Well, that's
have-
a question we can ask Mike real quick. Is in the 2 decades you've been gone, how much has it changed for you as far as planning? Like, how challenging or how easy did you find it to plan this time?
Oh man, like I had ideas of things that I wanted to do, and like we were just talking a little bit ago. I was constantly on the app for like
Yeah.
at least 2 months.
Well, your day goes by so quick.
Right,
You
but most of what we did was just plan on the fly, like right when we were there. Like I knew certain
Yeah.
things that I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do things that are, traditional Magic
Right.
Kingdom things that I didn't get to do the first time around. Like I got to ride Haunted Mansion for the first time. I got to,
Yeah.
What?
I got to ride
Yeah,
Haunted
really?
Mansion for the first time. I didn't think I was going to. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a packed ride, but we right there.
Let's
And tell,
see.
and tell me next to Jungle Cruise, it's your favorite ride at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, we have a Jungle Cruise story too. Like they let us
It
right on.
better be a good Jungle Cruise story. Skipper J is going down there and kicking Skipper butt.
This is outside of the Little Mermaid ride,
Yep.
and then you
That's
guys
where
are
we started the day off there.
right
So,
here. Oh yeah. So this is you guys outside, and then you're,
Yep.
and then bam, you're in the seashell. It all
And
happens so
they
quick.
look adorable in every picture.
It
I
is
just
very
love it.
cute, by the
You
way.
guys are a cute couple. I love it.
Yeah.
And there we can't see anything.
This is where Lisa decided she needed to bring sunglasses
Correct.
for the day. Yeah. The woman in the back.
Did Mike do Space Mountain? No, Mike did not do Space Mountain.
Oh no.
No,
Oh my
Mike
god. Mike and Lisa are staying at our house and we're so doing Disney together.
I told her for I don't know how long before we went that I don't care what we do, we're going to the Jamboree.
You said
I
that
love that.
Look how cute that is. What do you mean you send that
is
picture?
that should be your Facebook profile.
I
I,
didn't
love
know you
that
guys
pic.
kissed. You guys kiss? That's great.
That's cute.
We do that from time to time.
Look at the poo.
Don't talk about Mike that way.
Hey.
Put on
No,
punch.
the golden poo and
I'm sorry,
piglet.
I'm the skipper. I can't help make bad jokes.
This is a good photo. I love it. That was a really good interaction you guys had with Donald.
Dan wants to know how you guys got that photo in inside the shell at Little Mermaid.
Our friends Dory and Eddie
On the other
they
side,
were
right?
with us, and
Yep.
they took pictures of us, and we took pictures of them.
That's cool.
Ah,
This
my
one's
favorite
really
picture of the
good.
night.
Yeah. That is a great ride, by the way, guys. Come on.
Let's see. Oh, we were there the.
You know, it's a
Thursday
great
to
ride.
17th.
It's a great ride if you
Or
have not
19th.
been on the Disneyland one. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
Right.
Then this photo right here is like the end of the night, the culmination. Is this pre or post fireworks? What are we looking at?
Oh, this was pre because
pre.
we
Yeah.
had staked out our spot.
You got to do that. Yeah.
So
Again, you guys look just adorable. And
Yeah, very
happy,
cute.
And I've loved every picture of you guys as a couple at Disney. You guys look so good together.
I
Yeah.
wanted so badly to ride Pirates again. I rode it the first time I went back in 04.
Right.
My dad was in the Navy and he's absolutely obsessed with pirates in general. So we had to go.
Yeah.
But see, the thing that since we were talking earlier about things that have changed over the past almost 20 years, when I went back in 04, that was the first movie had just came out.
Mm-hmm.
The Pirates. Yeah. Right.
Before they added the stuff from the movies into the ride.
Yeah, and John,
My
they
first
put in the Johnny Depp character, right?
Yeah.
Right. So this was before, that was before they added, Jack and Barbosa all into the ride. So being able to actually ride it again and seeing them in the ride was so awesome.
Yeah, and the
Well, I
redhead
wanted-
scene changed.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you
yeah.
that, Mike. Did you see last time you saw Pirates? The only change that had been made was the pirates were no longer chasing the women; they were chasing food. So
That
what
was
it
even
like for
after
you?
04, actually.
Yeah. So what was
Yeah.
it like for you to see a completely different version of Pirates than you had, or complete utter changes to the ride?
That's a lot of changes.
It was good. I liked it a lot better this time around than I did the first time. I enjoyed it the first time around, but I fell in love with it all over again. And
Yeah, I mean, there's several different scenes that have changed since then. So they added the Johnny Depp character, sprinkled in Pirates in Disney World. They changed the men from going after the women to the women chasing the men. The redhead is now basically running the shots for the rum exchange.
Which I love. I love the
Right?
red
Yeah. So
pirate now.
there actually is some. Now that you think about it, there's been a lot of changes to Pirates over the years, and since you've been there, so it is a different
Some changes I
version
don't
of the
like.
ride.
Some changes I don't. Some changes I absolutely love, like red. So
now I do remember that the first time I went, that there was like some sort of like a head thing when you first go get into it, and that wasn't there, and I'm like, oh well.
So that's still part of the ride, but maybe it wasn't working. So
they
it is.
they brought it back, but it's completely different now. It's a completely different version.
You go
of that
underneath
effect. Yeah.
when you do the drop. You're going underneath him. What character
it
is
wasn't
that?
there.
It wasn't
Oh,
there.
so maybe just that image wasn't working with the
Well,
fog
and
because it's
even
fog,
before,
right?
Even before they had like that mist image,
Right.
and you
Mhm.
that was not there this
Yeah.
time either. So
Stan's right. The mermaids.
The mermaids, yeah.
Totally, the mermaid bone's
Mhm.
gone. Yeah. So
But-
that's actually 4 changes. Yeah.
Now I will say something she's been saying for weeks on end now is the one thing that she always loved was the smell.
Mhm.
And here I am almost a week and a half out, and my God, do I miss that smell.
Magic
Okay.
Candle Company.
I was just about to say
Pirates of the
Magic
Caribbean,
Candle
Mike.
Company sponsor us because the pirate candle
Yeah.
I burn at home all the time because it makes me think it smells just like
Oh,
the
yeah.
ride.
Stan says Captain.
La
Oh,
Rosa.
go ahead. Bring it up here. Captain La Rosa. Right. So he is there when you're basically going underneath, that drop. There's the image in that. I guess it's smoke or whatever.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah.
what was the did you tell anything about the Jungle Cruise? Did you enjoy that?
Oh yeah. Let's talk about.
You,
yeah.
you better have enjoyed
Right,
the
come
Jungle
on,
Cruise and
with the
have
Jungle
only
Cruise.
100.
So
Skipper J wants to hear 100% positive A+.
It was your favorite ride, right, Mike?
Skip
it was definitely up there, absolutely. Oh my gosh.
I know for Jay,
So-
it was your favorite ride.
I started a new fan collection addiction back in December. And it's the main attraction Mickey plushes. And I started that off because we went to Tennessee back in December for my birthday, and they have an outlet there in Pigeon Forge, and I got the
That's
Peter
right.
Pan's. I got the Peter Pan's flight one because I'd been on Peter Pan's flight. Could have got Tiki Room, but I never did the Tiki Room up until that
What?
point. Up until that point,
And now you have.
and now I.
Look at that,
I
Mike.
do love it, and you're a fan.
Look at that hat, Mike.
So
Poor Mike. He had no idea what he was getting
So
into.
you were
Right.
you got a plush for riding the Jungle Cruise, maybe, But were you gonna talk about the ride? You're talking about Jungle Cruise.
Tell us how great the Jungle Cruise is.
Yeah,
and
I
what
was-
the skippers are.
And you got a new.
I got the
plush.
one from Jungle Cruise. I also got the one from Haunted Mansion.
Mhm.
Oh, that's where I was going. I had been asking my dad because I made up in my mind like I don't want to collect. I had made.
Sorry,
up in
I'm
my,
laughing. Yes,
I
Stan,
don't
we
want-
did in April.
I don't want to collect ones that I haven't experienced yet.
That's a good idea. You know what?
But, like-
That's a great idea.
So you don't want to spoil the experience before you do it with a collection.
Right. So
Okay,
I
good,
was only
good.
going to collect the Mickeys from that
Yeah,
line
Makes sense.
that I had experienced.
Right. What
I've
if
been
you
asking
see
my
something
dad-
that gives it away, right? Or
Right.
tells
I had
you
been
the story?
asking my dad for months. I was like, Dad, did we ride Jungle Cruise back in 04? He's like, I don't
I
remember.
don't know. You may have swam in it. I have no
We
clue.
get up to the line. I take a picture of one of the boats. Oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
All this time I've been asking you, and you just now remember. So I've got Jungle Cruise Mickey chilling on my desk.
Skipper J says you did it.
Yeah.
Skipper J says you love it. Skipper J says it's one of your favorites.
It's
Great
absolutely-
ride.
oh,
Listen,
Legitimately, absolutely is.
it is a fun ride, and depending on the cast member you get, it could be even better than the other one. But I mean, it's great. Yeah, you know.
If you got my
Skipper
boat,
was
if you got my
absolutely
boat, you'd never be
hilarious.
the same. I'm just saying that right now.
Hey,
would
when
never
you,
be the
um,
same.
Jill, and she was very funny, really interacted. I mean, like really interacted with
And
our little group.
we had
Yeah.
Dory and Eddie were sitting off to our right, and I don't know if she was serious about her laugh, but Dory had this hysterical laugh. She kept laughing at the skippers so obnoxiously that halfway through the ride, she legitimately stopped the boat, broke character, and was just hysterical.
Oh, I shouldn't
I
have said
thought
her
it
name
was the-
then, 'cause
Couldn't
she-
deal with it anymore.
What she do the
Oh,
Cape,
oh my gosh!
she do the Cape Fear at the movie
Okay.
laugh. Ah!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dory can laugh. Let me tell you.
When you guys were in,
surprise. We didn't intend to meet anyone. Like we were, and
well,
then
you meet people during
we
your
all
trip.
stayed
Yeah.
at the same hotel.
Mm.
And just like I didn't know Mary was there, and I messaged her, and I knew we were only going to Magic on the Thursday the 19th, I think it was. So,
I think so.
but yeah, it worked out. They had their reservations there that day, and ended up being a great day. So, of
That's-
course,
Yeah.
we're all Cincy family because Dory's one of my Cincy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
friends.
it took what would have been a great trip already and made it even better. So
Nice.
And can I just say right now, Sensi has the best Disney products possible. We have two co-hosts that are Sensi people, and I have the Haunted Mansion one. It's the greatest thing I've ever owned. I love Sensi.
This
Yeah, I
this
love
guy
it.
behind me, or where's my thumb?
Oh yeah, I see Groot.
Groot's right behind me.
Lisa or Kim, you can go through either of
I
them.
can't bend my
Sensi
thumb
is
in it.
amazing.
Right.
Thumb,
And Tim's
yeah,
always
Groot.
posting in the group. So,
Yes.
you know, if folks need hooked up with Cincy, she's got her link right in there.
I always have to post admin approve too.
Right.
Sensi is
She forgets.
amazing, amazing product, amazing
Yep.
smells.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Sensi now. And that's my Sensi plug. So Sensi, give
They have
us
some good stuff, trust me.
Give us your
Um,
sponsorship.
The sale was killer too. You're right.
Yeah,
man.
it was.
It was good day, I
You
will
guys
say.
had posted a picture a while back when you did go to Dolly World, right? Is it Dolly World?
Dollywood, yeah.
Mhm.
Dollywood. You had the pretzel. Is it a
Yes.
butterfly?
it is a butterfly.
Okay, because Kim's like,
Ooh.
I didn't know they had Mickey pretzels there, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure
They're
that's a
butterflies.
butterfly.
Because
Right,
Dolly
because
loves the butterflies.
Dolly loves butterflies, right? That's right. So she has butterfly pretzels instead of Mickey pretzels, but it still looked delicious. What did you guys have any main meals, like a sit down or something like at your day in Magic Kingdom? Or was it just so like we got to do these things, we got to do things, we're just like we'll eat a snack or something? Did you sit down somewhere and have a meal?
We did quick service over at
Yeah.
Friar's Nook,
Okay.
which oh my gosh, those tots with macaroni and cheese and
Yeah.
bacon and sour cream were absolutely to die for. We didn't have an actual meal there, but
Yeah.
the following day we did sneak over to Wilderness.
With Spring Canyon.
Yeah,
I
couldn't- I couldn't
Wilderness
understand when she was naming off the restaurant. I couldn't understand a word she was saying, So it will be forever Grand Springs Canyon to me. I couldn't understand what she was saying.
Yeah, no, it's still good food.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, it was
a-
so
yeah,
great.
it was-
Yeah, Whispering Canyon at Wilderness Lodge. And what meal did you go for? Breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Dinner.
Dinner. Okay.
She is allergic to pork, so I had all the pork so it wouldn't hurt her.
Thank
Yes.
God.
I
Sorry.
saved her life.
Yeah. When
So-
someone tells me you could eat all the pork, I'm a very happy person. I mean, sorry, Lisa, but
I know.
if people watching or people that are going to listen later on, as a podcast, Whispering Canyon in Wilderness Lodge does these these meals. I mean, they're insane, right? So
All you care to eat, yeah.
all you care to eat, basically. So like
And-
for dinner, it's chicken and there's pork and there's ribs, I believe, and beans and
Al-
stuff.
Always ask for the ketchup at
Yeah, the
Wilderness
ketchup.
Trail.
Straws. But I mean, if you really particularly care for the chicken, you could say, I would like more chicken, and they'll just bring you the chicken.
Yeah.
If you want more of everything, they'll bring you that. But
Right,
so yeah, they have these skillet meals. That's what they're called, skillet meals. Yeah.
right.
Quite possibly the greatest cornbread I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. Oh my God, the
Yeah.
cornbread's delicious. Yeah.
Right. So
It
yeah,
really is a fun environment.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
right. And so we went ahead and toured Wilderness Lodge and
Yeah.
went out to the dock and watched the
Mm.
fireworks, Magic Kingdom for the second night in a row. Like,
Nice.
so it was nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we mostly did quick service and snacks, and with having another couple with us, we divided out at Gaston's Tavern, like
Mhm.
the cinnamon roll, the caramel.
Oh, you got that? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he'd send, if he sends me off, I'm gonna get something else to share
Yeah,
with everybody. Then everybody can try it. So but yeah, that was fun. And we didn't really I mean, we went from like 20 to 30 degrees here to like 80 there.
Yeah,
So we
right.
just didn't feel like eating a ton
Yeah.
while we were in the parks. We just
Right.
more snacks, quick service. But yeah.
Did you
And we
get to
went
see
to
the electrical
Springs.
water pageant when you were at the Wilderness Lodge?
We did.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
On-
Yeah,
Um,
it comes by there.
We did. We
actually
actually,
we got to see it twice
right.
Oh, nice.
because we saw it as we were leaving Magic Kingdom on Thursday last week,
Okay.
It was 8:40. Yeah. So
and
yeah.
then we got to see it as we were on the dock
Mhm.
over at Wilderness.
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't realize the water pageant at night doesn't just go by Poly and Contemporary and Grand Floridian, but it does also pass Wilderness. If you're staying at the Poly and span over to your right, past where the ferry boats come, is Wilderness, and people don't really realize that. And I didn't either when I, was like a Disney version.
Did
So
you say version?
Virgin.
I assumed you said version on our family-friendly
Right.
show.
Virgin. Yeah, Disney.
I heard version.
I heard
No,
version
no,
too.
Virgin, Disney Virgin,
Well,
yeah.
and we got to do a lot of those experiences that a lot of people overlook. Being
Yeah.
with or if he's either with me or it was Dory and Eddie, and we've all been often, and so we're like, oh, let's do this. Oh, and we're gonna sit in this place for the parade. Oh, and then we're gonna, it was kind of nice to
Yeah. Donald.
nice spots.
But Dory doesn't have a long memory, so although she might go,
What?
she
What?
forgets. Yeah. Well,
I know you call me that.
what did I say? What?
What's your name?
Well, again, that's a reminder though for people. If you haven't gone ever and you're planning this trip, or you've gone, but you're really doing all this planning, please take time to do the little things. Take time like Mike and Lisa did, and have that Gaston's drink or the Cinnabon, or sit at the Friar's Nook and have some tots and take it all in. Please sit on a bench somewhere and watch it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just go, because if you do, you're missing all the other
Right.
details. You really can't.
Donald wins comments for the night. He says, "Okay, Dave, here's the plan. You, me, Skipper Jay, and maybe we'll take Golden and Mike. And
Yeah,
we'll
definitely.
get the girls in the Magic Kingdom, jump the
Mhm.
boat, go to Whispering Canyon,
Yeah.
and make our server collapse from exhaustion, running us on refills. and on
Oh,
our
yeah.
skillet.
Let me tell you something, Donald. If Colton
think that
came
would work.
to the Spring Canyon with us, they'd run out of meat.
Really?
You know
Our
what?
kid could eat.
Dave,
Yeah.
I think we should leave the girls at Magic Kingdom. The
Yeah.
boys go to eat.
It would be a meat fest, and I would probably wind up throwing up. But
There's a
it
joke
would be
there.
a good.
about
Right. Oh yeah, there's a lot of jokes.
Skipper
A lot of
Jay
jokes.
Skipper Jay
It's
is
a
being
family-friendly
so
show,
good
but
right
there's a
now,
lot
so we
of-
keep our G rating.
Yeah.
So you'd get your $38 worth per
It
meal
would be
or whatever
way-
it was.
with Colton-
36,
Colton?
38?
It was
Please, he'd owe money at the end of it. Yeah.
Right.
It would be the all-you-can-eat within reason buffet.
Mhm.
There you go. I ended up getting the ribeye or something like
yeah,
that. I
you
got
got a steak and
Oh, you actually got a meal, yeah.
Yeah, I got the meal.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay,
Those-
Donald just won the
Justin
night
taking care of
again. Donald just won the night a second time.
Yeah, Alan
Giving the
doesn't get to come
score.
to
He
the
says we
skillet
could
meals.
the
leave-
girls and Alan.
And
Yeah.
Alan in the Emporium. I'm
Alan
fine
just
with
wants
that.
to shop for Figment. He smells.
He smells.
He's
Alan
on a
has to shop
date
for
with his
deodorant.
husband tonight, and he ditched us because
As
he
usual.
smells.
he smells.
Stinky
Stinky pig pen, Alan.
I was excited to talk to him too because I believe he took a one-day trip the other day to Epcot, and he's not here. I'm going to
Right,
remind you
a
of your own
one-day
advice
trip.
in April.
Hey, so I hate to be the party pooper. We are at our end of the
Oh,
Ah,
hour.
that's okay.
Can we have Mike back with Lisa all the time?
Yeah, if he
Well,
wants
he's
to.
usually right here.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'm
He's just
totally-
off to the side, right?
I'm totally fine having them as a couple on board and hearing from both of them.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are here with me because I've been catching flack all week for loving the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Don't you ever take
It's a
crap
great-
from the
it's a
Enchanted
great
Tiki
attraction.
Room.
It
It
is.
is the
Yeah.
first attraction to use animatronics. It's a Walt thing. It is
was great,
perfect.
man.
Yeah.
She does pick on me though because I was running on almost 24 hours no sleep and I was sitting in there and I was
You were dozing, huh?
starting to nod off just a little bit. But I loved it.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
but
God.
still, I mean, that's a good place to nod off, you know?
No, it's not. You have to listen to the birds clacking beaks.
Oh, we
I was
do.
telling
Clacking
Jay
beaks.
that I was like, there was
The
so much
noise.
clacking. You can tell these animatronics are just a little
But
bit
you-
dated.
Right.
We need a little
Right.
WD-40.
But that's
Clacking
the
makes for the.
charm.
It is. It is.
You like the jamboree too? That's
I love the
another
jamboree.
great-
I
All right.
love Jamboree. Don't ever change Jamboree.
Guys, that's next for the Pachano family is the Country Bear Jamboree. We haven't done it yet. But see, that's what's great. We still haven't done it. And last April, we did Tiki Room. I did Tiki
I
Room first time.
have to be there when you do the Jamboree for the first time
It's-
because it is a clapping, sing along, and you have to get into it. You have to enjoy it. You have.
I'm
to
sure it's going to be
part of the
awesome.
show.
It's just like the Tiki
Oh
Room.
no, I'm gonna be there now. I'm gonna sit
I
behind the
have to be
pianos
there
and be
too.
like,
Big Al is
like-
my spirit animal. So
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit behind the
I'm-
pianos and be like, you guys ain't clapping hard enough. Clap
I'm
harder.
Liver Lips. That's who I want to be. Liver Lips.
Liver.
Yeah. I'm really happy that somebody who has a passion for Disney was able to get back after so long, and really you could tell how much Mike loved it.
Yeah.
And Lisa loves Disney as well. I mean, but has gone more often than Mike. And
Mike,
but
I'm
to have
sorry,
that
I'm a
happen is
motor
just
mouth
great.
and may have talked over everyone in this episode. Sorry.
This episode is fun.
I have a big mouth.
It's okay.
now it's just on to planning to get back to the other three because I haven't been to the other three since 04. So.
But that's
Oh.
that's how you get through it, though. What you do is you plan a trip, even if I don't care if it's in 2 years from now. You put it in My Disney Experience, and what you do is you stalk it, and the planning is part of the anticipation of the trip, and it helps your Disney depression because I get it every time we go to Disney, and then as soon as a couple days actually before we come home, it sets in for me. And Kim's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, we only have 3 or 4 days left. It actually starts to hit me. But what gets me through is you plan a trip.
Yeah.
And then you start to manage it in My Disney Experience. And that helps your depression with it.
Right.
It really is.
It's helping me by keeping track of this. These are the things I know where I want to go
Right.
when I go to the other parks next. Like,
Yeah, you start to plan it.
The
And you're
Twilight
like,
Zone Tower of Terror is number one.
yeah.
let me go to Grand Fiesta, which I didn't get to do back in
Mm.
04, and
It's so good.
Yeah.
I've been telling her I got to see Phantasmic.
Yes, of course.
So
I haven't seen it in
April.
years though, Mike. So it's been down and they've redone it, and I can't wait to get back and see it though. But that's the thing,
Dave,
like
April, they're staying with us, and
Yeah.
so we'll meet up with you guys, and we're having the greatest
Yeah.
NTD trip of all time.
we do need to have a meetup in April, guys. We really
We're
need
doing
to,
this.
yeah. So and maybe Alan will go. We'll smell him. You know,
We'll smell him. Yeah, well, I
Like-
can smell. I can. Dude, Alan's 4 hours away. I
Right.
can smell him from here.
yeah, I'll smell him in person. I'll just do it.
It's
Well, we
not
live about
pleasant,
3 hours
but-
away from Chicago, and I can smell them all the way over here.
So
So
you can smell
Right.
it. Yeah. Yes, Kim. Yes. Look
Yes,
at that.
Kim, I will totally do another pool day with you guys because that was my favorite
We had a lot of
day of
fun.
that week. I had a great time with you guys.
We had a good time at the pool that day. I had a lot of rum drinks.
Dude, the
Yeah.
NTD family is family, and that's what I love about us. is
Yes.
because we really are family. We get along. We all love each other. We
DNL.
all talk. I'm a little
NTD.
quiet lately because of work, but I love you guys. And
We love you guys, and I'm
I
glad
lo-
that Lisa
I
and Mike
love
got to
the
spend a
NTD
day in
family.
Magic Kingdom. I
Yeah.
really am.
Yay.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for having us. talk
I'm
about
happy
it.
to have you guys on. I mean, Lisa's a staple here, and it's
You
fun to have
two
Mike
need
on.
to come back as a couple because I
Yeah.
love having both of you.
It's up to
on.
Lisa, though. You know, I mean, Lisa, you're in charge. You make
Lisa,
you,
if you want a day off and you want it just to be the boys, we'll have
she's gotta
Dave.
make a decision.
Dave. We, just don't tell Alan about next week, and we'll have an all boys weekend.
I don't even think Alan knows there's a show. I gotta be honest.
Just put Alan on the girls show, and we'll have a boys show without him.
Go to the Emporium,
fun.
Alan. Ride the monorail and wind up at the Emporium. Yeah, brat. I love Alan, though.
I love Alan. I love picking on Alan, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have a boys day without him.
Yes, Donald. Pool day equals pineapples and alcohol all day.
Hey,
right.
dude, I got so tan that day, and we had a great time just sitting and talking.
I'm pretty
for
sure I
what,
came
like,
out as white as I was before, if not
me,
whiter.
me too, but we sat under Palapa and talked for what?
We did.
five hours
Yeah. People are like, "Oh, you were in Florida. How come you're whiter than when you went?" I'm like,
because we were under Palapa the whole
Yeah,
time
exactly.
drinking.
Yeah. Kim puts a lot of stuff on me.
Kim got
me.
Kim got you and I drunk, Dave. That was what happened.
It is usually Kim's
Kim
fault.
got us
She's like,
drunk.
"We'll have some chicken nuggets, we'll have French fries, and 19
And like
pineapples
10
with
cases of
alcohol."
mojitos, one for each boy.
Yeah, she's like, "Just keep drinking them, boys. You'll do it."
I'm glad she's laughing.
This is why I
LOL.
so look forward to Saturday.
Well, thank you.
Love you guys. We are
Mwah.
again just so grateful that everybody who took time to watch us and hang out with us tonight. We're so grateful for your time. We love you guys. We love sharing our passion for Disney with you. People like Mike and Lisa and Jay and myself and everybody that watched tonight. It is a community. It's a family, and we really do enjoy it. So I want
Dave,
to.
you say we're Ohana, but it's true.
Yeah.
We are an Ohana.
We are,
We all
yeah.
love each other, and we take care of each
Yeah.
other. And I love our NTD group.
I really do. And, Mary says, be nice out there. And that's right. Be nice out there. Be kind to
Yeah.
each other. Appreciate each other. We have a common bond. We love Disney. And, that's what brings us all together. So that's what's cool about it. So thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We have an outro coming up. And,
Oh, sure. Is it time for me to hit the goodbye?
Yeah, hit the goodbye.
Okay, everyone, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.